Today, we'll be exploring the life of Arabella Stuart through the tarot combination, the Hermit, and Nine of Swords, and of course, making art. So stay to the end so you can see my painting of this tarot combination in reference to Arabella. The Hermit is about introspection, solitude, and inner guidance. Its zodiac is Virgo, and planet is Mercury. We will see how Arabella's life of seclusion led her to the belief if she got married that she could escape her external forces. The Nine of Swords is about anxiety, worry, and distress. His zodiac is Gemini and his planet is Mars. Just like the Hermit card, we will see how the Nine of Swords plays in Arabella's life. One way to read this combination is internal struggles from outside forces. And in the context of Arabella's life, I think you will see how this combination reflects her circumstances. Arabella was born in 1575. Her grandmothers Bess of Hardwick and Margaret Douglas arranged a marriage between their children. This marriage, though, did not have the consent of Elizabeth I. After the marriage was discovered, both ladies were sent to the Tower, because this union would produce heirs to the throne. Arabella was the great-granddaughter of Henry VII. Arabella was orphaned by the time she was 6. Her maternal grandmother, Bess of Hardwick, took her in. Bess of Hardwick had plans for her, so she gave her an education fit for a royal. Arabella was living a life of seclusion at a very young age. This aspect reflects the Hermit. Bess of Hardwick may have given Arabella a fantastic education, but Arabella felt that Hardwick Hall was more like a prison than a home. In 1588, Arabella went to court to become a lady-in-waiting for Elizabeth I, but she was sent home due to getting too friendly with one of Elizabeth's favorite courtiers. James I, Arabella's cousin, was looking like the rightful heir to the English throne. But Henry VIII technically wrote that side of the family out of the line of succession. Arabella on paper should have become the queen, especially since James's mother, her aunt, was convicted and executed for treason, and that is Mary, Queen of Scots. In 1602, Arabella tries to arrange her own marriage to a man named Edward Seymour. He is also from the Tudor bloodline. This marriage was quickly declined. After this, we can see that Nine of Swords coming in. She starts to unravel, and she goes on a hunger strike. She then starts saying that she is having an affair with her cousin, James I. Of course, no one believes this because he is still in Scotland at the time. Arabella, like the Hermit, is being secluded. We can also see the Nine of Swords coming in as she's being controlled by external forces. I'm going to assume here that her royal family did not want her to get married, because if she did, her children would also be in the line of succession. James I especially would not have wanted this. In 1603, James I becomes King of England. There are plots against him. Those plots involve Arabella taking the crown. But somehow she escapes blame, and she is still invited to court. To stay in his good graces, Arabella would have to remain unwed. Arabella marries in secret in 1610. She marries William Seymour, Edward's little brother. The marriage was quickly discovered. She was put on house arrest and he was sent to the Tower. She was 35 and he was 22 at the time. But love has no bounds. They tried to escape, but Arabella was caught and she was sent to the Tower to live out the rest of her days. After this, the turmoil really starts to set in. Arabella goes on hunger strikes, and in 1615, she dies of malnutrition. Arabella's circumstances as a potential heir led her to live a life of seclusion. She was filled with uncertainty and mental distress. All she really wanted to do was to get married so she could escape her circumstances. I hope that you liked this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. But now it's time for me to unveil my painting of Arabella Stuart as the tarot combination, the Hermit and Nine of Swords.